Hey everybody. On today's episode of What I Found in Dad's Secret Arsenal, I wanted to bring out two Ruger rifles that I found. I found the top one first and the bottom one second. Now, these are what I would consider for Dad as his assault rifles. We live in New York, so we don't get, the laws are always changing with the assault rifles and what constitutes an assault rifle. Dad liked to just shoot his guns. He wanted to go to the range. He wanted to shoot his stuff. So he pretty much stayed away from anything that looked like it was illegal. Let me rephrase that. He stayed away from everything that was illegal and everything that looked like it might be illegal. So, that being said, Dad's real thing was old guns. He liked playing with the black powder. You saw some of the stuff I brought out already. That was really his passion and what he was into. So anything that was like an automatic or anything that was semi-automatic really was more like when he went to go shooting with his kids, myself and my brother, or his friends or whatever, that had those types of rifles. So he would just go shoot them with them, I guess. I don't really think it was what he was into. Dad liked to do his reloading. The guns for Dad were his escape. That was his getaway, and he liked to get involved in his reloading and all of his research and all these things. And to be honest, I really don't know much about guns. Like I said, it's like, I know the safe handling of them. I know certain ones. I know about different calibers. I know different things about guns, but I'm not super experienced in them. I've done some target shooting. I've done some clay bird shooting, stuff like that. I'm not really much of a hunter. I don't do any reloading. I never really got involved in it to the degree that Dad was. Dad read every kind of hunting and fishing and American Rifleman. He had thousands of magazines that he read over the course of his 50 years of probably maybe more of doing this. And he was really very knowledgeable in all these guns. So when I found the gun on the bottom, I was very surprised because I thought it was the same as the one on the top. Now the gun on the top here, this is a Ruger 1022. It's a 22 caliber, semi-automatic, 10 shot. It's a 22 caliber, 10 shot rotary magazine, automatic, 22 rifle. Now, if you're into guns, pretty much everybody knows about a 1022. Even I know about a 1022. I think pretty much, at least in my experience, it's been a very popular model in my circle. I assume that it was something that people are very familiar with. So that being said, when I found the rifle on the bottom, I thought it was the same as the one on the top. And imagine my surprise when I looked at the barrel and realized that it makes a much bigger hole than 22 caliber. In fact, it makes a hole twice the size. This rifle here is chambered in 44 Magnum. Now this is a Ruger 44 carbine, and I don't know how many of these they made. I never knew that these existed, so it was really cool to find this and be like, wow, it's just like the old 1022 we used to shoot when we were kids, and this is a 44 Magnum version. I never knew my dad had this gun, so I don't know where it actually came from. So I don't know much about its history, other than what I've looked up on the internet, and I'm going to share with you right now. So I really don't know where Dad got it from, but let me just show you this, because it is very cool. Apparently has a walnut stock. It has the M1 action, similar to the World War I M1 carbine action, I believe. And I looked up the year of this one. It has an early serial number. It looked like it was made in like 1964. The early version of this gun had different models. And I believe this is what they call an RS model. And I think that because the standard model had a bead sight. This has a blade. It also has a peep sight in the back, which is really cool because it's dovetailed into the receiver here, which I thought was really neat. I've never seen anything like that before. I thought that was cool. So it's Ruger carbine, 44 Magnum. And I thought this was a really cool rifle. And I wanted to share that early on. And it's a 5-shot tubular magazine. The 22 has a rotary magazine. And from what I looked up, Ruger now makes what they call a Deerfield rifle. I didn't find any of those, which has a rotary magazine and has the 44 Magnum. So I thought that was really neat. That would that would be cool. Apparently it's a little bit different, and this one is very sought after. I would think this gun would be really good for like hog hunting, or maybe hunting up, hunting in tough brush or deer hunting. So I thought it was a really cool gun, and I definitely wanted to share it. And I thought about it because this is a 5-shot. This is a 10-shot, and this gun only weighs maybe 10 ounces, I think. More than I weighed them both. This one was just over 7 pounds. This one was like just over 6 pounds. So even with the scopes on them, they're unloaded, but with the scopes on them and the slings, they weighed. This one weighs just a little bit less than a pound than the 22, but it holds 5 less shots. So I figured that it'll make the same diameter hole total. So I should be 4.4 inches of total hole diameter would be possible with these guns. That's why I'm calling these my 2 Ruger 4.4 inch hole punchers. So thank you for watching, and tune in next time.